So I want to start today with a little bit of breath work. I've had a bit of a crazy day and we're going to dive into everything for our morning routine. But if you missed your meditation or your mindfulness this morning, we will be able to do it together and to start now. So before we dive into some of my favorite things for our morning, let's just do a little bit of breath work. So if you're here with me, you can close your eyes or leave them open. And let's just start with some deep breaths in through our nose. Filling up your lower belly and your diaphragm, and exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath in through your nose and exhale. You can close your eyes or keep them open, whatever feels good for you. And as you take these deep breaths, I want you to just start to get really aligned with the way that your body's feeling right now. Breathe into any tension or anxiety that you're feeling physically, maybe emotionally, and it's manifesting physically. Wherever you feel blockers in your body, that may be creating larger blockers for you in your life. Or vice versa. Those emotional blocks, those things that moment where we tell ourselves we actually can't, right? We lean into it, we let it take control, we let that self-doubt, that imposter syndrome, whatever that is, when we let that own our moment, when we let that own our thoughts, we let it take over ourselves physically and it starts to manifest in physical ways. Maybe as fear, as anxiety, maybe as tightness in our body, in our chest, in our pelvis, whatever it is. So today, just breathe into that, inhaling through your nose, and fully exhaling, releasing that tension and those blockers. They are not yours. We do not claim them here today. Instead, we lean into the possibility of what is and what can be. Instead, can we lean into the idea that maybe we can become the person we've dreamed of? So what if we just spend a little bit of time committing to ignoring that fear, that feeling, that pain, that anxiousness, that doubt? What if we just say, not right now. Right now, I'm going to lean into the possibility that I can achieve that in my work, that I can wake up and feel good every day, that I can be that partner, that leader, that really driving force that I need. And if we start to tune into the way that feels in our body, have you softened? Has that pain sort of disappeared that you felt? Has that blocker loosened? Can you start to envision the version of you 28 days from now? The version of you 3 months from now? That is truly living, existing, acting like that future version of herself. And can we start to embody some of those habits today? Can we start to say, who is that person who has all of those things I dream of? What does she do every morning? How does she nourish her body? Does she wake up 30 minutes earlier? Does she move? Does she get out into sunlight? Does she walk daily? What are some of the habits that make her more aligned and more productive? And the reality is, it's not just about doing those habits every day and being perfect at them and checking off that list. The reality is that it's just about coming back to what you need each day. But asking yourself every morning, what are the things that I can do to support myself to become the higher, elevated version of me that I aim to be? And can I start living as her today? And breathe into that feeling. Release any clenching in your jaw and in your face. Let your shoulders drop. Let your body sink. Let your pelvic soften. And just melt into your chair, your seat, or maybe you're lying down, or maybe you're walking. Keep your eyes open if you're walking. And just breathe. Breathe here knowing that on the other side, there is a team supporting you, that there are thousands of women all around the world cheering you on, women that want to see you succeed, women that believe that you can succeed, that believe that you can be that higher version of yourself, that believe that your mornings can set you up for success, and that every single step that you take has the power to get you closer to the version that you dream of. And that dream does not only need to exist as a dream, that dream, that feeling, that life you envision for yourself is your reality, and you can choose for it to be your reality today. We cannot snap our fingers and have everything we want in this exact moment, but we can to begin to believe that we are worthy of it without panic, without desperation, with just an open mind and an open heart. And with that openness, leave space for what you plan to attract, what you want to see, what you want to bring in and call into your life. And with constant control and obsession and desperation and trying to manifest and attract, while we continue to do that, we don't leave any room for what is really being served to us to come in. And so set your days up for success over the next 28 days, but do so with an open mind, with a space, a little crack to the door saying, okay, I trust that as I nurture myself to be the healthiest, strongest, best aligned version that I can do, I also leave room for the universe to co-create alongside me. And that when one opportunity does not serve you and does not provide, does not work, there is a reason, because something so much bigger is waiting for you, as long as you are showing up and doing the work. Manifestation does not just happen. Attracting our dreams and our goals does not just happen. It is possible when we put motion into that movement, when we put intention behind our actions, and especially when we have a clear goal and something that we dream of ahead of us, that we know where we are going. We have a direction, and it may look different to get there, but we have an idea of the version of ourselves that we will be proud of when we lay our head down on that pillow at night. And so breathe into that version of that woman. And just let your body soften. And on our last few deep breaths here, I want you to set an intention. Maybe it's a word, or just like some type of idea, this intention that you need, whatever's coming to you. Don't think too much, let it come. And just call that into your life. Claim that as yours over the next 28 days. Write it down, stick it on your wall, have it near you. And just remember why you are here. What is your intention? What do you intend to do? How do you intend to show up? Who do you intend to be? How do you start living as her today? One final deep breath in. And exhaling. If you had your eyes open, or rather closed, you can open them up. If you had them open, just maybe bring some movement back into your body. Yes, my girls. How are you feeling? I hope that served you this Tuesday. And let's get into some of our favorite habits and things that we're doing this month to have us living as that future version of ourselves. I'm so proud of you, girls.